Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the class of 2025 of La Sierra High School. At this time, please welcome distinguished guests from the Alvord Unified School Board, President Georgina Ramirez, Vice President Mrs. Julie Moreno, Clerk Mrs. Carolyn Wilson, and Trustees Dr. Norma Bareilles and Mrs. Amanda Vasquez. Let's also extend a warm welcome to the district cabinet members, led by Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Reginald Tompkins. Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Dr. Krista Fairley. Chief Business Officer, Ms. Alicia Fogarty. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Mr. Nick Hilton. And your principal of La Sierra High School, Dr. Tanya Cabeza. Please welcome our junior class honor guard and members of the distinguished faculty of La Sierra High School. And now, let's welcome our class of 2025 graduate candidates. And now, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Lucy Vasquez.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay standing for the singing of our national anthem, sung by Izel Gonzalez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Now welcome La Sierra's class of 2025 Salutatorian Andrew Teteron for the official welcome.
Welcome Alvord Unified School District Superintendent Tompkins, members of his cabinet and our Board of Trustees, Dr. Cabeza, faculty, staff members, families, guests, and my fellow graduates. I am Andrew Teteran, and I am honored to be representing the class of 2025 as Salutatorian, and we thank you all for attending tonight's commencement ceremony. Even though it feels like we just began this long journey yesterday in kindergarten, where some of us, like myself, had to hold back tears, today we are all graduating, and some of us, myself included, are holding back tears once again. Over the past 4 years of high school, I've gotten to know students who have faced incredible hardships. I've known students who have faced financial difficulties, students who have faced physical and mental health challenges, and students who have lost a loved one. But likewise, those same students have passed that class they thought was their destiny to fail, and those same students gone to their dream school they thought people got into only in movies. We have all persevered and proven that regardless of where we start and how much of a roller coaster life is, no matter how many ups and downs are thrown at us, we've continuously shown that we all achieve and conquer, and tonight is proof of that. I want to conclude with a quote from Rigby from Regular Show. He said in his own graduation speech that once you do the hard stuff, it becomes not that hard. And he was right. We have demonstrated that over the past 4 years, as we have all done the hard stuff that has led us to this moment. Soon, we will walk across this stage and receive our diplomas. But as we walk across this stage, we are likewise walking into a new chapter of our lives. This chapter will be intimidating, challenging, and sometimes downright scary. However, if we keep our heads up, keep pushing forward, and keep on doing the hard stuff, it will not be that hard. Once again, thank you for joining us, and welcome to last year's high school's class of 2025 commencement ceremony. Let us celebrate our amazing class and all our accomplishments. Thank you.
Now please welcome La Sierra's class of 2025 top valedictorian Camilo Rocha.
Good evening, everyone. Alvord Unified School District Superintendent Tompkins, members of his cabinet, and our Board of Trustees, Dr. Cabeza, faculty, staff members, families, guests, and my fellow graduates. All right, let's get some energy going and some blood pumping. Class of 2025, let me hear you! Okay, so before anything else, I want to begin with gratitude. Gratitude to our teachers, staff, administrators, supervisors, custodians, and of course, to all of our loved ones in the audience with us tonight. Thank you for your support. This diploma belongs to you as much as it does to all of us. I would like to briefly thank the source of all my strength, the people who have endured my complaints about schoolwork and my motivation during late-night study sessions, my family. From starting off as impoverished farmers in Mexico, cultivating alfalfa and jicama, to immigrating to another country despite tearful goodbyes, to waking up at midnight every single day to provide for our family. Every callus, every sacrifice, every tear you have shed was a seed, and today it flourishes and it blooms. Mamá, papá, Sofía, los amo con todo mi alma y los llevo dentro hasta la raíz. También quiero aprovechar este momento para reconocer a todos los padres inmigrantes. Ustedes cruzaron mares de incertidumbre para regalarnos un cielo de oportunidades. Sus lágrimas y sangre derramada rindieron frutos, porque sus sacrificios nos dieron aliento para volar. Let's give a round of applause for all of our families and loved ones that have supported us in this journey. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that high school was the best years of our lives. The school lunches, submitting assignments at 11:59 p.m., even overcoming personal trauma and loss has shaped all of our high school experiences. The average lifespan across America is 76 years old, meaning high school will only make up around 5% of our lives, a momentary phase lost in the immensity of life. Yet I hope that everyone in this graduating class can leave with at least one golden memory made, one lesson learned. And now I'm not talking about mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I'm referring to values like empathy, resilience, and the courage to seek support and make genuine connections. When you lay on your deathbed, savoring your favorite moments, I assure you, math lessons won't flash before your eyes, but rather recollections of the loved ones you kept close to your heart and the core memories that you have made throughout your life. When you are 76 years old, you likely won't remember the Pythagorean theorem, but the values and inner strength that you build during high school cannot be washed away with time. Just like time slipped through our fingers in high school, the years will continue to pass after graduation. So as you move forward into the world, I beg for you to live each day with purpose and lust for life. People will tell you that you don't belong in higher education, the military, the workforce, or whatever path you decide to take. Life will happen, and you will face seemingly endless storms. But always remember, you are the protagonist of your own story. You can turn a deaf ear to those who doubt you and tackle life's obstacles like the climax of the story, not the finale. And you only live once, so pursue your passions relentlessly. 50 years from now, would you rather say you took the risk or that you played it safe but lived with regrets? There will always be scholarships, new opportunities, and ways to circumvent obstacles. But time cannot be recovered, so live life to the fullest. In the words of many of our parents in the audience, ponte las pilas. Step it up and give it your all. Time may create distance between us, yet I hope we do not become strangers. Weekend hangouts will come to an end, and our group chats will eventually go from constant buzzing activity to the occasional brain rot reel to complete silence. But don't be a stranger. Shoot me a text when you finally achieve that goal you were always talking about. Give me an awkward smile when we bump into each other at Walmart. Don't let time turn us into strangers. Let the memories you have made and the lessons learned in high school give you strength to soar like eagles in all of your future endeavors. Remember the after-school practices and rehearsals, afternoon study sessions with timeless history, and sacrificing your lunchtime for club meetings. Remember the pride in your loved one's eyes during graduation and the satisfaction of finally walking across that stage. Let these memories and the lessons you learned from them fuel you, even when the past is nothing more than a faint echo. Goodbye, class of 2025. Dedicate your hearts, and I wish you all the best. And in the words of the band Green Day, I hope you had the time of your life. Thank you.
Now, please welcome Dr. Reginald Tompkins, the Superintendent of Alvord Unified, for his remarks.
That last comment, I love that song. I really do like that song from Green Day. That's probably the only Green Day song that I like, but I really do like it. One thing that I've been really impressed with since I've gotten here is my interaction with the few students I've gotten a chance to kind of talk to. I'm going to tell you right now, parents and community, we are in good hands. We are in good hands. The future is bright with the students I've had a chance to talk to, and I'm just so proud to be a part of the group that gets to shake your hand the last time before you go out into the world and do your thing. But I know you guys are going to knock it out of the park. So thank you for all the things you're going to do for all us older folk that need you to be successful in your lives. So we appreciate you guys. Good evening, La Sierra High School graduates, families, teachers, and honored guests. La Sierra High School has prepared you not only with knowledge, but with heart. You've been taught to lead with integrity, to lift others as you rise, and to believe that your voice and your actions matter. Whether you're stepping into a college a career, or something still unfolding, know that you carry the spirit of this community with you. By the way, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to be when I grow up. So just know that never ends because you're always learning. Never forget, success isn't just measured by titles or test scores. It's about how you treat people, the courage to keep going when it's tough, and the desire to leave the world a little better than the way you found it. So go forward, dream big, stay curious, and never stop learning. I'll leave you with this quote from a famous inventor. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Let that set for just a second. Whether you think you can, then you will. If you think you can't, then you won't. So keep that in your head as you travel and attempt to achieve your goals in your life. So lastly, I'd say congratulations to the class of 2025. The future is really bright. Thank you all, and have a great evening.
And now, please welcome Principal of La Sierra High School, Dr. Tanya Cabeza, with her remarks and the presentations of the class of 2025.
I'd like to begin by welcoming Alvord Unified School Board members, as well as Superintendent Dr. Tompkins and distinguished cabinet members to our ceremony here today. Thank you to you and our La Sierra staff for your support of our graduates. To our Eagle parents and families, thank you for your trust, your partnership, and your unwavering support over the years. You have been your students' first teachers, greatest advocates, and strongest foundation. It has been an honor to walk alongside you on this journey. And tonight, we celebrate not just our graduates, but the families who helped get them here. And now to the class of 2025. As principal over the last 5 years, I've had the honor of watching each graduating class leave its own unique mark on La Sierra. Every class brings something different, something that stands out and stays with us long after the tassels have been turned. And this year is no different. This graduating class is a class of true leaders on the field, on the stage, at the podium, in the classroom, and even in planning their ditch day. They led with heart, with humor, and always, always with a quick, are we going to get in trouble if we do that? Not out of fear, but because they genuinely cared and felt connected to each other and to our campus. They followed every rule during Senior Assassin, and when it came to planning a senior prank, they asked about everything from inflatables to kiddie pools. Sorry, the slip and slide didn't work out. This is a class that leads, and leads with character and heart. So I thought it would be fitting that my last advice to them was about leadership. It's about courage and integrity, two things that will shape who you are, both in public and in private. It's easy to hide behind the shield of anonymity, especially in a world of online posts, emails, group letters, and petitions. It's easy to say things you wouldn't dare say face to face. It's easy to hurt others from a distance and to act without accountability. But understand this: cowards hide behind anonymity and group messages. True strength, true character comes from standing by your words, taking responsibility for your actions, and being willing to look someone in the eye and own your truth. In a world where it's tempting to be cruel behind a screen and a keyboard, I challenge you to be the person who stands firm in your convictions, who lifts others up rather than tearing them down. And as leaders, while you're going to face many decisions in life, also remember this: don't let fear be the force that drives you. People will try to manipulate you, push you to make choices out of fear for their own benefit. But the true test of your character will be in those moments when you resist that pressure, when you make decisions from a place of integrity, doing what is right and not from fear. Class of 2025, those who lash out are often the ones who fear individuals like you, who stand firm in their truth and convictions. They are intimidated by the strength it takes to speak with integrity and to do what is right, even if it means they dislike you. So when you face these challenges, remember that their words are a reflection of their fear, not your worth. You are true leaders, and the world needs more true leadership. I hope La Sierra High School has taught you to be courageous, to stand by your word, and to be authentic even when it's scary. Do not make decisions based on fear that you will not be liked. This is the foundation I hope you've built here. Do not hide behind emails, letters, and posts. Instead, do not be afraid to show up as you are, your true self. Regardless of what others might say or think, we have loved you just as you are, and we've watched you grow into people capable of making these courageous choices based on integrity. Be brave enough to show up as yourself and know that the world will respect you for it. And now, please welcome Ms. Julie Moreno, Vice President of the Alvord Unified School District, for the acceptance of the class.
Great. Just hold it a minute. I'm going to read. Oh, and then accept the class. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Good evening, parents, staff, and students. On behalf of the entire Board of Education, it is my great honor to welcome you as we gather to celebrate the La Sierra High School graduating class of 2025. Graduates, today is more than a ceremony. It's a milestone that marks the power of your perseverance, the strength of your character, and the promise of your future. Let this moment be a reminder. You hold the pen that writes the next chapter of your story. Each of you is a remarkable example of what it means to be disciplined, resilient, and committed. But you are also so much more. You are brilliant, brave, generous, kind, and full of purpose. Carry those qualities with you and let them light your path forward. You have a voice that matters and a story that the world needs to hear. So nourish your spirit with hope and curiosity. Work hard, speak up, stay humble, and never forget your Alvord roots. The community that believes in you, stands behind you, and celebrates with you today. We are incredibly proud of the people you've become and more excited about the impact you're about to make. Dr. Basin.
Board Member Moreno, as the principal of La Sierra High School, I certify that the students seated before you have successfully met all the requirements set forth by the California Department of Education, the Alvord Unified School District, and La Sierra High School. It is with great pride that I present to you the graduating class of 2025 and recommend that they be awarded their high school diplomas.
Absolutely. Thank you, Principal Cabeza. On behalf of the Alvord Unified School District Board of Education, and with great pride, I accept the certification, and by the power vested in me by the Board of Education and the State of California, I hereby authorize the awarding of diplomas to the La Sierra High School graduating class of 2025. Congratulations, graduates. Please come forward for your diplomas. Great job.
All right, here we go. I figure it's the same thing.
Angel Barrera, Jr.
Frankie Isaiah Vasquez.
Haiti Placencia.
Nancy Urim Welford.
Eric Palacios.
Brianna Flores.
Jesus Gonzalez.
Ruby Yahira Calva.
Rodrigo Pascual Gutierrez.
Daniela Lopez.
Earl Matthew Benavides Mendoza.
Scarlett Serene Ariza.
Xylon J. Pecho Hagad.
Victoria Star Anaya.
Emmanuel Martin Mayorga.
Ebony Leonila Duarte.
Adrian Grimaldo.
Jocelyn Iliana Chavez Leon.
Trigo Emmanuel Sanchez.
Ivan Aguilar.
Javier Ruiz.
Irving Quesada.
Abraham Chavez Jr.
Ivan Rodrigo Gonzalez Bautista.
Tej Patel.
Riley Marie Weeks.
Ronaldo Miguel Sanchez.
Cassandra Garcia.
Maria del Carmen Antunes Ramos.
Byron Alexander Herrera Barrientos.
Amarani Quinto.
Marlene Hernandez.
Ashley Liu.
Denise Quintero.
Lena Lee.
Ixel Julissa Rodriguez.
Celine Renee Almazan.
Angela Rescala.
Jax Graham.
Citlali Arredondo.
Lee Arafilis.
Andrew Barack Bruner Riles.
Helen Kalaine Okabi.
Brendan Scott Callahan.
Audrey Eva Conrad Preciado.
Anthony Michael McBride.
Michelle Elvira Linker.
Melanie Mora.
Leilani Ing Viamar.
Savannah Faith Struble.
Jacob Alexander Barajas.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Gomez.
Joshua Arrero.
Aiden William Bonnet.
Demarion Joseph Beverly.
Stephen Anthony Jaramillo Jr.
Liam Ellen Soto.
Angel Cuadros.
Jose Manuel Aguayo Jr.
Samuel Moises Nava Larios.
Frankie Vasquez.
Cesar Jaramillo Martinez.
Jonah David Tucker Ward.
Ethan Kenneth Pride.
Leangelo Del Tag Good.
Israel Avalos Rivera.
Gabriel Jagabello.
David Caboose.
Vincent Escabel.
Martin Zarco Navarra.
Jesse Cruz.
Matthew William Hawthorne.
Anthony Breto Mercado.
Albino Castañeda Villela.
Ethan Nathaniel Jaquez.
Clifford Robinson.
Paul Alvarez Miranda.
Naomi Eileen Barcenas.
Amir Elgindi.
Javier Antonio Farias.
Leon Bryan.
Alexandra Sephora Ferraru.
Marco Antonio Lamas Jr.
Valerie Cassandra Bustamante.
Mia Iris Carrera.
Sydney Nguyen.
Samantha Brienne Mendujano.
Roberto Salgado.
Amber Dice.
Rodolfo Toledo.
Jose Pena.
Luis Fernando Lara.
Edgar Castaneda Jr.
Juan Antonio Amador Stewart.
Sebastian Solares Rosas.
Javier Melgoza II.
Isabella Rose Van Berkham.
Andrew Jesus Marquez.
Priscilla Nicole Reyes.
Joshua Contreras.
Natalie Faith Jacobo.
Nicholas Palma.
Haley Mariela Hernandez.
Alejandro Granadas.
Elisa Malek.
Douglas Wynn.
Joanna Rosas.
Chase Everett Henry.
Mariano Rodriguez Lopez.
Giovanni Guadalupe Lopez.
Josue Fernando Ortega Escobar.
Sarah Elizabeth Koppel.
Juan Pablo Castellon Garcia.
Giovanna Estelor.
Eric Mays Jr.
Lila Grace Soto.
Kevin Lampkin.
Diego Esparza Garcia.
JJ Alexander.
Luis Leonel Monterroso Rodas.
Jeremiah Clark.
Abraham Olvera.
Lisbeth Guadalupe Gonzalez Ochoa.
Emmanuel Salgado.
Bryce Kendall Ross.
Caleb Josiah Flores.
Aubrey Ann Marcial.
William Enrique Monsivais.
Sally Perez.
Isaiah Cadenas Almanzan.
Angeline Zanega.
Mason David Lewis.
Arthur James Lozano.
Sergio Melchor.
Vanessa Angel Dominguez Yanez.
Ismael Adan Silva.
Aliana Aguirre.
Ezekiel Covarrubias.
William Alexander Pineda.
Alejandro Emanuel Ramírez Manso.
Alyssa Madeline Dimas Silvers.
Lalo Israel Gonzalez.
Caleb Michael Quattro.
Luis Sanchez.
Darrow Lee Benton.
Nylea Barnes.
Felicity Concepcion Casillas.
Frankie Angel.
Isabel C. Robles.
Yanis Renee Lewis.
Miguel Moreno Jr.
Liliana Sophia Stewart.
Ashley Joely Troncoso.
Yaneli Natalie Romano Carrasco.
Mary J. Ugana Mubano.
Lindsay Raygoza.
April Nicole Garcia Salazar.
Edwin Mendoza Verduzco.
Andrew Daniel Teteran.
TJ Avalona.
Josiah Kang.
Joel Jr. Cabrera Castellanos.
Tyler Wing.
Emmanuel Quintero Nieto.
Alessia Paula Buena Garcia.
Isabella Guerrero.
Jose Ignacio Corona Ariada.
Eileen Melanie Ramos.
Melanie Guzman Ruribe.
Diana Quesada.
Miranda Rodriguez.
Victoria Catalina Ramirez.
Angela Fausto.
Samantha Mariah Guerrero.
Giselle Marie Orozco.
Vanessa Cortez.
Janet Mora.
Brooklyn Melissa Shea.
Aristelci Zaragoza.
Joanna Arauz.
Eunice Sanaí Castro.
Leslie Espinosa.
Rudy Alexander Ojeda.
Felicity Rose Hall.
Nathaniel Jacob Rossetti.
Sydney Grace Torres.
Kenneth Lee.
Stella Maris Flores.
Johnny Arthur Kaler.
Johan Castrellon.
Yair Marin Puga.
Crystal Zulem Lopez.
Monica Mariana Barón Perez.
Katie Castellanos.
Mia Marie Handy.
Omar Peña.
Melody de Piñon.
Victor Manuel Soriano Ponce.
Daniel Arturo Milan.
Miranda Macias.
Andrew Ramirez.
Allison Vargas Guzman.
Amanda Esther Palencia.
Lauren Michelle Medina.
Kayla Jetter.
Naori Parker.
Dawn Esther Ateng.
Natasha Yolanda Trees.
Hira Ahmed.
Anthony Hernandez.
Cindy Diaz Galvan.
Chloe Frank.
Ariana Italy Mungia Flores.
Jose Miguel Ramirez.
Andrew A. Zachary.
Dominique Terrell Christian.
Richie Hu Mai.
Samantha Nicole Cervantes.
Tyler Patrick Stewart.
Andrea Saldivar.
Camila Jacobo.
Alize Tanya.
Karina Gonzalez.
Yadira Salomon Chavez.
Alejandro Elizararas.
Monica Giselle Estrada.
Luis Ruano.
Allison Andrea Cuenca Macias.
Vanya Eileen Gutierrez.
Helen Virinia de Santiago.
Gerswak Singh.
Aida Marlene Dominguez Baez.
Saraí de Jesus Lopez Gonzalez.
Audrina Lily Aguilar.
Julia Isabel Hernandez.
Dami Loaiza Macias.
Stephanie Abigail Joyce Lopez Rodriguez.
Hector Luan.
Kiana Chavez.
Jasmine Joanna Chinchilla Buford.
Brianna Magdalena Aceves.
Annette Nicole Magno.
Daniela Guadalupe Espinosa.
Eileen Hernandez.
Ellen Josue Flores Orejel.
Alejandra Correa.
Candy Gutierrez.
Yuritza Yvette Montiel.
Destiny Serrano.
Fabio Rafael Escalante Sanchez.
Genesis Elise Murphy.
Hector Alejandro Igardera Morga.
Eleni Margarita Ruva Calva.
Okay. David Anthony Vigara.
Madeline Veronica Gomez.
Saúl Fregoso Barcenas.
Kaylee Alexis Stoll.
David Say.
Ariel Angelina Davila.
Joseph Javier Barajas.
Mason Peterson.
Daniel Meza.
Meli Nasuleri Nonu Martinez.
Julian Sky Lujan.
Yesenia Zambrano.
Xavier Munoz.
Charlene Mia Rivera Boroques.
David Elias Gonzalez.
Michael Anthony Gonzalez Jr.
Cherish Naraya Hall.
Carlos Miguel Navarrete.
Harrison James Lincoln.
Xavier Antonio Lomeli.
Oscar Padilla.
Leo Garcia.
Jenhan Lee.
Sam Tyree Simpson III.
Alejandra Cabrera Arroyo.
Gabriel Alfonso Carrillo.
Yeah, Gabriel, congratulations.
Robert Devin Harmon.
Harold Ramon Montegral.
Amir Sanam.
Ariana Martinez.
Mia Zuleika Ulloa Velarde.
Niliak Valentina Escalona Perez.
Leilani Tayana Neal.
Yesenia Merlin Zacharias.
Stephanie Moira Addiser.
Cristobal Emmanuel Garcia.
Tristan Daniel Pasalacqua.
Giselle Mendoza.
Edward Roy.
Kimberly Pantaleon.
Soledad Cristina Roman.
Andrew Joel Hernandez.
Anaí Yvette Romero.
Carol Yvette Montegral.
Kayla Raylene Bustillos.
Daniela Kuichi Duarte.
Jalen Nicole Garza.
Anna Irene Portillo.
Edith Milagros Antolino.
Haley Nicole Smith.
Victoria Ibarra. Natalie Medina. Dulce María González Ocampo. Miles Barron James Young. Omaro Conte McCoy Jr. Cheyenne Estella Burke Castro. Carmela Angelina Pacheco. Camila Rocha. Itzel Alexandra Gonzalez. Lucy Vasquez. And that is your class of 2025.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your ASB leaders, Lindsay Regoza and Yareli Carrasco, for the changing of tassel and closing remarks.
Good evening, Superintendent Tompkins, member of his cabinet and board, esteemed faculty and administration, family, and class of 2025. We are truly honored to stand before you today as we celebrate this unforgettable milestone, our graduation from La Sierra High School. These past 4 years have been anything but easy. We faced challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but we've also built friendships, shared laughter, created lasting memories, and grown into people ready to take on what's next. We finally made it to the day we dreamed of, the day we crossed off calendars for, prayed would come faster, and counted down to. And now it's here. Time really does fly.
Today is just anything but the end of high school. It is how far we've came. It's about the obstacles we faced and the accomplishments we've made. So let's take time to recognize our growth, our strength, and be proud of the people we are becoming. La Sierra has given us a past filled with memories, and is now time to move forward. We'll all take different paths Some of us will go to college, others to careers, the military, or personal goals. But every journey is valid and uniquely ours. As we step time into our future, let's carry the lessons we've learned here. To work hard, to never give up, to reach for your goals, and to always remember where we came from. To our parents and family, thank you. Your love, patience, and support have carried us here. To our teachers, thank you for believing in us, pushing us, and preparing us for what's next. And to each other, our classmates, teammates, and friends, we've been part of a special moment. We've all had different experiences, but together we've created something unforgettable. Before we close, Drake once said, "May your neighbors respect you, trouble neglect you, angels protect you, and heavens accept you." Congratulations, class of 2025. We finally did it.
Class of 2025, please stand. As a symbol of your incredible achievements and the bright future that lies ahead, it is time to turn the tassel. With the turning of your tassel, you signify the transition from students to graduates. It is now time to turn your tassel from right to left. Congratulations to La Sierra High School, class of 2025! Woo! You did it!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the class of 2025. Graduates, please recess. Starting with the last row, going to the first row, back to the tennis courts. Families and friends, you may reunite with your graduates after they make it back to the tennis courts and exit from there. Graduates, you may now recess. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance this evening, and please make sure you take all your personal belongings and drive home safely.